Oh, hello. Didn't know you were hanging out waiting for me. Welcome everybody to the Rag Company studio, and in this video, I'm gonna show you guys our tool room. Literally, that's what it's called. But I know a lot of you have been wondering, when you see our videos, you see us pressure washing, you see us spraying with these little weird sprayers and things, and you've been wondering to yourself, what is that? How did that work? How did they put all those things together? Well, today I'm gonna show you. All right, so basically the very first thing you need when you wash a car is water, right? Now, you also need to make sure that you have very clean water, because you could leave minerals on the surface, you could leave spots on the surface, you could get dirt, grime, all that kind of stuff. It's not always that great to use, say, irrigation water to wash your vehicle. You want to make sure that most of that water is filtered. So city water works great, but running it through a little small pre-filter helps a lot more. Captures a lot of the sediment, a lot of the minerals in the water. Basically, that's what we have here. This is our CR Spotless system. Now, the folks at CR Spotless basically create this entire unit. It's got resin in it, and what it does is it actually drops your parts per million mineral content down to 0 or 1, meaning that you have a mineral-free, spot-free water available at any time. And we all know that spot-free water is the best water. So you always gotta have the best water to wash your vehicle with. Now, you can see the water literally comes in right here, goes right into this system. This kit I bought from Obsessed Garage. Matt has had a ton of experience with these tools and this machine and all this stuff and how to set all this up. And so he builds this entire kit for you, and you literally just hook up your water supply, hook it up to your pressure washer, and you're good to go. Now, this does have a bypass on it, so we can shut off the resin, run straight through, and have city water right into the unit if we want. But most of the time, we're always running spot free. So right now it's in the spot free setting, meaning this is blocked and all the water is pushing through this media. Now, it's got a little TDS monitor on here that you can check. So even after thousands and thousands of gallons and over a year of service, this thing was still doing a better job at filtering out all those minerals than pretty much any other thing on the market. Now, Anthony did call up CR Spotless, had a great talk with the folks over there, and ordered us a new set. And he liked it so much, he bought one for himself at home. But all that feeds right into our Krenzla. Now again, we got this from Matt at Obsessed Garage, and honestly, this is a really great little pressure washer. It's not that big. You'd think we'd have some big behemoth. When I had a detail shop, well, let's just say my pressure washer was about half the size of this room. So this little pressure washer is a great little unit. And one of the best things about it is that it handles not only the duties in our indoor wash bay, but also our external wash bay. I have a couple hoses here. I have a blue hose for internal. I have a black for the external wash bay. And all I have to do is disconnect here and add this one onto it. And I have pressure on both sides either way, whether I'm working on in the inside or the outside. Now, one of the great things about this system was that not only were we able to use the pressure washer for 2 different lines, but we have spot-free water running in. We also need a place to put it. So we got these cabinets from Matt as well. These are Sabre cabinets. They're super nice. You can get them in different colors. We got the stainless steel top. Now, probably wondering what this thing is and what are these little buckets and what are they doing? Well, these guys were developed and manufactured by our friends at Detail Plus. Now, Keith Duplessis has been owns Detail Plus, and he comes up with some of the coolest things for wash solution systems. So we had spot-free water, right? It comes in over here, runs along this little line, and cruises and hits each one of these little bins. Now, what we've got combined with air is we have a sprayer system. So out of these little pumps, we're able to spray any chemical that we want. So out of this line, we're running bead maker straight, right out of the line, right out of the gallon jug. I got bead maker right here, which is super nice, especially when you're just finishing up washing a car. Pull those sprayers out, mist it down with some bead maker, nice drying aid, good to go. Now, if we have really buggy cars, we use W8, G-Technics W8 bug remover at a 1:4 dilution. It mixes with the water, comes out already pre-mixed. Here, running a 260 dilutions, pretty close to 256, is our old standby O&R, which means we're able to do those rinseless washes in there as well. And of course, you need to have an APC always on hand for tires, fender wells, all that stuff. And what we've got, Power Clean 4-to-1 running out of here. Straight out of this side is Brake Buster. So we've got a good wheel cleaner coming out straight right into the sprayer, get those wheels knocked out. And last but not least, we're running a waterless wash through here. Now, this is diluted 4-to-1 with distilled water or spot-free water. So it's able to be very slick and very easy on the surface. So on this wall right here, we've got some tools. You know, this is a working shop because we still have to work on cars. We still have to fix certain items and things. So everybody needs tools. So we've got a basic tool set in here. We've got a few drills, we've got an impact wrench, we've got chargers, whole nine, all that stuff. So hopefully, you know, as we grow, we're gonna get better and better tools and at least add to our toolkit. Down here, we have an extra vacuum. We've got a MetroVac vacuum blow sitting here, hanging up with its cord. All comes with its mounts to hold everything, which is really nice, keeps it up out of the way. And over here, we've got a Sabre cabinet mounted on the wall. So that way we've got a little more upper style storage. And then another Omni wall set up with all of our extra tools and sockets and things like that. Now, down here is our air compressor. Now, it does run a little loud, but it's much quieter than most air compressors and it's fast fill. So when it runs, it doesn't run very long. You're probably wondering what it is. Well, it's a California Air Tools with a dual motor setup and about a 15-gallon tank. And this thing provides plenty of air pressure for this entire building. And you gotta remember, we're not running a production shop of any sort. This is when we need to make a video. We don't need a lot of air, but we need air. But this does double duty. It also pressurizes all these guys. So I needed to figure out how to run that number of lines and how to build an air system for this studio. So I called up Rapid Air, and on their website, they have a builder where you can literally lay out your garage space or your shop space. You can put out exactly where everything's gonna go. You can say, hey, my air compressor is going right here, and I wanna drop here, 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 and here. And they will literally design the whole thing based on your ceiling height, based on the actual square footage that you have, and then sell you an entire kit that has everything you need. All the hard lines, all the soft lines, all the drops, everything that you need is all right there. So I ran a soft line drop from up here over to this spot, so that way we could power all of this. So I've got a little air line coming out of the bottom here, goes up. Over on this side, I've got my oil and air filter, and the main line comes in and then goes up, and this line feeds the entire system, and it's hard pipe, which is really nice. Then I've got an extra drop down here just in case I need some extra air in this room, or if we need, you know, you could never have enough drops. This is a main drop. This guy has 2 outlets, but it comes with the potential to add 4 drops on it, so you have 4 different spots to hook up, which was really neat. Also comes with a dump valve, so you can dump any water out of the system that's up higher. Out here into our wash bay, this is the sprayer setup. This is where they all line up, and it's literally in order as it is in there. So starting off, we've got bead maker in the first spot. The second spot, we've got W8 bug remover. In the middle here, in the coordinating hose, we have O&R. Right here in the yellow, we're running Power Clean, and again, in the blue is Brake Buster, and finally, our waterless wash here. So this way I've got everything ready to rock and roll, and it's the same on the other side. I also have air, so in case we have an IK sprayer we need to pump up, or God forbid, we have a flat tire or a low tire, we've got air on tap that we can then fill up real quick without having to bust out a hose or bring something. We've got them added into here. Now, all those lines that you saw on the ceiling up there come out, feed through this PVC tube and into this holder. What's also nice is we've got these cup holders here, so we could set bottles of cleaners or whatever we're using at the time right here in these cup holders. And again, Keith Duplessis put all this together for us. He came and installed everything, including the shower board. So the cool thing about Detail Plus, like I said, is there's a lot of solutions. So the sprayer solution and the dilution machine, that is a really, really neat thing that I've wanted for years. So it was really cool to be able to make it happen. This shower board is some of the nicest shower board I've ever seen. All we had to do was give Keith our measurements of the walls, everything we were building, and all of this came fully built as a pre-assembled kit that we could put together. And as we put everything together, I mean, underneath here is just standard OSB. So we were able to put this shower board on that's nice and thick and provides a lot of water repellency for this space, which was super nice. Also, Keith was able to custom make a containment mat for us. That, as you can see, is also in the colors that we wanted, so we could coordinate, we could make it all match, because that's kind of the thing. We wanted it to look nice as well. Now, not only did Keith get the shower board, the mat, like we said, the dilution system, but he also built us our curtain. So this shower curtain in coordinating color scheme was also built by Detail Plus. So really nice to be able to have that, as well as the track system that the whole curtain system works on, all came in that kit. Now back to Obsessed Garage, you know, we got our spot-free system, we got our cabinetry from them, and we got the Krenzla from them. Now for here, we needed to put I wanted to put a boom and a swivel. So that's what we did. So we got a Mosmatic boom on top. I had a bracket made to hold it that drops down from the ceiling. I had that custom made. And then we've got our line right into the Mosmatic holder with the MTM gun. Everything looking sharp, fits on the wall, works really well. And it's nice to be able to come in here, close the curtain, you can just wash a car, and you can make it all the way around the vehicle. The big thing was to make sure that the boom was the right size, because once it was placed centered to the ceiling, it needed to be able to make it all the way around. And as you notice, this wall kind of curves up. So it started to get a little tight, and that was one of the things that a lot of us didn't even think about. We were just going through and picking and ordering stuff, and it was when we got to this, it was like, well, we better go check. So we had to get on a ladder to double check and make sure that where the curtain was gonna be hanging and where this wall was, this guy wasn't gonna hit. And as you can see, we've got plenty of space on both sides, which was really nice. But something to think about if you guys do it for your own. Now, on the floor, we've got Swiss tracks, rib tracks, smooth rib tracks. We wanted to make sure to keep that same design pattern in place, but as you can see, one of the neat features is that it continues on from our main floor into our tool room, and then our cabinet went on top of that. So just another little feature to keep that seamless look going throughout the space. So now you're going to be able to see some of the outside wash bay. That was all created by Detail Plus, and Keith Duplessis was able to get all of those things put together for us. So he fabricated that arch, he put the boom on there and the wand holder, as well as the hose, and you've probably seen it in a number of videos. So there you guys have it, a general walkthrough of the tool room here at the Rag Company Media Studio. As always, guys, I hope you had fun. Make sure you leave us some comments. Make sure you put, if you got any tool ideas, if you guys got any things that you want us to maybe try and add to this space, we would love that. Anyway, guys, as always, make sure you like, share, comment, subscribe, and we'll catch you on the next one. See ya.